Let's talk Lionsgate. Let's talk about whether or not it is indeed a dark portal. Could it be that once again we're being used, abused, manipulated? I put out a free meditation very recently on Lionsgate, and people, some of you guys, pointed out to me, yes, but Kerry, astrologically, this doesn't make sense because I don't follow astrology, so I can't even tell you why not. 8, somebody said, is an evil number. Others said, this is the New Age movement. Why are you promoting something New Agey? Those of you who follow me will know I am the spokesperson for stepping out of the New Age, or the New Cage movement, as I love to call it, because it is a cage. It is a manipulation used to take humanity away from their divinity, to infiltrate. That was exactly what it was used for, to infiltrate the spiritual community and lead them onto a path that looked very love and light, beautiful, rosy, and unicorny, and rainbowy, and all of these good things, but was in fact keeping them in a locked space that they couldn't evolve from. Yeah, it's exactly what the New Age movement did. So why would I be promoting something New Agey? Why would I put out a Lionsgate meditation? And for that matter, why would I even observe various portal days like the 2nd of the 2nd, or the 11th of the 11th, or the 7th of the 7th? Because people say the calendar's wrong. We can't celebrate these days because it's not actually the 7th of the 7th. Okay, let's just get real with each other. Here's the issue. Humanity at this stage is so afraid of darkness and being manipulated yet again that they're almost hyper defensive and now starting to see an enemy everywhere, especially where there are none. And this is problematic because of what it's showing is people not using discernment, people not listening to themselves. Because if you're listening to the naysayers, you may as well be listening to the gurus. It's the same thing. It's just polar opposites. The naysayers being those that are out there with loudspeakers warning others, Lionsgate bad, this bad, all these things bad. Why do we do this? Because we're afraid of darkness is the answer. But a better question is, why is humanity so afraid of the darkness? Why is humanity on this perpetual look out for darkness, putting up shields against darkness, warning everybody, putting out videos, warning signs, darkness, darkness, darkness? Why is humanity so afraid of the darkness? Let me tell you why. Because we have no idea of the power that we are. We have no idea, more specifically, of the power of our light. No idea that darkness is this teeny weeny insignificant speck in the vast, overwhelming spectrum of our divinity, and yet there are people out there devoted to warning others about the darkness, the darkness, the darkness. So where are they focusing on? The darkness, the darkness. By all means, I will never want you to ignore the darkness, ever. I will want you to be very, very real, very, very genuine about seeing it, confronting it. Don't be afraid of it, though. Don't make it an enemy, though. Don't make it something out to siphon your energy. Because if you're light, you're not, I'm going to just make up a word here, you're not siphonable if you are light. If you're light and you're, what is light? Conscious. And that's where your focus should be. Because if you are building your consciousness, by all means, you're going to be aware of darkness. But your focus is not there. Your focus is the light, the light. Look at the divinity. Look at the light. Look at it grow. And that's why I use Lionsgate, because what an amazing opportunity it is. And I'm going to tell you what Lionsgate actually is. So hold on for that, because I don't think a lot of people understand. Nonetheless, if we use Lionsgate, because it's so potent. Why? Because we got a whole lot of human beings focusing on a certain date, in the same way that they would be focusing on the 3rd of the 3rd, or the 4th of the 4th, or whatever portal day, whatever energetic alignment day it might be. What happens? We get human beings focusing on a date. Now, that's why I focus on 8/8, on the Lionsgate, because there's something so powerful in our focus, and we just don't damn well know. And yes, there's a lot of people going, yeah, but it's a dark portal. No. It all depends on you. It all depends on your light. For time immemorial, darkness has been there. The New Age movement has been there. Any infiltrator has been there, waiting for any opportunity to siphon. See, the date could be right, the date could be wrong. Darkness is still going to be there to siphon off the unconsciousness. That's what it's going to feed on. It's not feeding on anything other than our own ignorance, because ignorance is really darkness. Think about what darkness is. Again, it's the absence of consciousness. So ignorance is a really apt description for what darkness is. And everything connected to it, which is defensiveness and fear. The Lion's Gate portal has got so many human beings focusing in on it with love. Be a part of that. Be a part of the expansion of consciousness and the expression of consciousness. That's what makes you unhijackable. I don't know where the words come from. They just do, right? Unsiphonable was the other word that I used earlier. Become the broadcast system rather than one who is blindly following anything. Right or wrong is irrelevant. You are the alchemist. You are the architect of your world. Do you understand? You could take a very dark day. I mean, think about what is a dark day to you? I don't know. Maybe it's the day a war broke out, or the day a bomb was thrown, or the day something really terrible happened. What must I then do? Must I then not exist on that day, for example, or not put energy on that day? No, I must do the opposite. If that was indeed a thing, I must bring light to that day to really alchemize any potential for density and the residue of density. Makes sense, right? Forget the astrological alignment and look at what's way more powerful than any astrological alignment, and that is the human alignment. I've said this before about the Schumann resonance, but now apply what I'm teaching you guys. What have I said about the Schumann resonance? That we all think that external is so big and that we're influenced by it, forgetting that we influence the external. We create the Schumann resonance spikes. We raise our frequency. We shift consciousness, and then the Schumann reflects that back to us. Lion's Gate is exactly the same. On the 8th of the 8th, we go, hey, it's a day. It's a really important day. Let me be in stillness. Let me be in presence. Let me be in connection. Let me be in silence. And then what we do is we become the portal. Can we do it on any day? Yes. Abso-freaking-lutely. Do I need to wait for the 8th of the 8th to be spiritual and to meditate? Heck no. It's kind of like everybody gives each other a gift at Christmas. Everybody focuses on meditation, connection, harmony on the 8th. If there are beings infiltrating and hijacking and siphoning, trust me, they're not only active on the 8th, and trust me, if your frequency is lit from within, your divinity is lit from within, not dependent on anything outside of you, but your connection, your very genuine, very authentic connection. Please join my online community if you want to know how to do that. If you want to say to me, how do I find that very genuine, deep connection to my divinity? There's your answer. But focus on that, because it becomes the broadcast signal. Watch the video that I put up very recently about the false matrix being a broadcast signal and the galactic wars. Just type in Kerry K galactic wars. You're going to find the video. And that's going to explain to you more about how we broadcast. Start broadcasting. Okay, so now let's talk about what is Lion's Gate. Oh, no, sorry. I forgot something really important. New Age. I didn't address that. People say, oh, but this is all very New Agey. Forgetting the New Age movement came in and hijacked. We saw this happen with religion. Religion came in and hijacked the pre-existing spiritual consciousness that was on the planet. It just relabeled it and renamed it. The New Age movement did the same. It took words like love and made them a cage. made everything a cage, right? Think of the New Age movement as doing that, encapsulating, limiting, inhibiting consciousness from growing and expanding. So it would take a day of divinity, which is the 8-8 portal. It would take a day of naturally occurring divine resonance, and it would try and put a cage over it. Because why? This was very easy to do when, in the past, when spiritual people were influenced by all the external, not learning yet how to become the internal radiant influence, the internal radiant creator of their own world. Yes, it did hijack the word love. It did hijack and give love a meaning, and love, people of love behave this way. People of love look this way. People of love eat this way. People of love do these things. Cages, cages, and cages. Exactly the same happened with Lionsgate, because now I'm going to talk to you about what Lionsgate is. Lionsgate is an honoring of the bridge of connection that exists between us and Sirius. The free meditation, by the way, that I put up on my website is only available to the 20th of August. But the truth is, as the members of my online community will tell you, I've had a Lionsgate meditation up on my meditation library for 4 solid years, every single day, not just on the 8th of the 8th. And in that meditation, I say, Lionsgate does not just occur on the 8th of the 8th. We are always in connection to other planets, but Lionsgate is a specific celebration of our connection to Sirius. Because Sirius and Earth are divine siblings. Sirius and Earth are parts of a greater whole. So it's kind of like you would say to me, Kerry, this is my soulmate, or you might even say to me, this is a twin flame. Because we do have more than one twin flame. But what you would be alluding to if you said that to me is, this is a part of my soul. That's what you would really be saying to me. Now, Sirius and Earth, it's the same thing. They're part of each other's overall soul matrix. They're part of the same monad, right? Part of the same collective soul. There is an existing portal, an existing bridge that exists between Sirius and Earth. That's where the dolphins come from. Dolphins are Sirian beings. We have many Sirian beings on our planet right now. Some of them were not born on Earth, because Sirian beings, for the most part, look very similar to us Earth beings. Now, that doesn't apply to every single Sirian being, because Sirius consists of many different planets. It's not just one place and one planet. Sirius is a huge conglomerate of many suns and many different planetary bodies. So some of them are more aquatic, hence the dolphins, even the whales. Some of them are humanoids that do look very different to us, and others are humanoids that look very similar. So we've always interacted with Sirian consciousness. Sirian consciousness is very much the creative, artsy, being who loves aesthetics, who loves that creative joy of symmetry and harmony. This is very much part of the Sirian harmony. The best way I can explain it to you is, imagine a frequency, imagine a sound, imagine a picture, imagine a taste, all rolled into one. Right? So imagine that you could perceive from all those different perspectives, and what you would perceive would be sheer flow. Sheer harmony, almost like wind chimes on the deck of a seaside cottage, hearing the waves in the background. Are you with me? You've got that flowy kind of feeling. Can you see how that's very conducive to being very creative, very artistic? That's the feeling. That's the taste. That's the energy of the Sirian connection. They are our family. They exist in our DNA. They're not separate to us. We don't only connect to them on the 8th of the 8th, but the 8th of the 8th is a phenomenal day of connection, because it's the day we celebrate on this planet, in this false matrix, the connection to Sirius. It's the day that human beings bring their consciousness to the Sirian portal. And because that happens, we change things. Because we believe this is a day where our planetary alignment and the Sirian alignment is in perfect communication with each other. This is a day where that bridge is more open, more available, more connected. We believe that. And it's a beautiful belief. And when we focus on that, we make it so. Don't be so damn intellectual, because then you forget that you're not actually a being of pure intellect. You're a being of heart consciousness who happens to have an intellect. But if you're only intellectual, guess what you can't do? You can't access wisdom then. The heart's got to come online so that you can at all times be an intellectual being able to access wisdom, which lies far, far beyond intellect. So it's a day where this beautiful connection is honored. And that's a way of acknowledging your cosmic ancestry. That's a way of acknowledging your cosmic heritage. So if you're a member of the Plasma Light Tribe, you will find that my Lionsgate meditation stays there 365 days, because it's all about honoring your cosmic connection. And there's something very beautiful that happens in the meditations that I share and in that portal if it's honored correctly. And that is that the human begins to perceive of itself as a part of the portal, a part of the gateway, a part of the connection. And through the human being, Sirius and Earth can experience each other. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the earth beneath you? Can you imagine Sirius above you? Can you imagine your body in between? Can you imagine the two communicating through you? That right there is me summing up for you the sentiment and the essence of what Lionsgate is. Is that a dark? Does that sound like a dark portal to you? No, it sounds like two planetary bodies experiencing themselves with you, through you. It sounds like you participating in this divine union and it filtering into the cells of your body and you learning, my God, I'm actually a cosmic being. I'm not this caged, limited smallness that I was brought up to believe that I was. In the days of the witch hunt, people pointed fingers and they said, you're evil, she's evil, they're evil, burn them at the stake, they're all bad. And people became so afraid of darkness and evil that they started seeing it in everyone, even their innocent next door neighbor. Don't be so jaded and so cynical that you're seeing everything as bad when you're a being of untold light. Start trusting your light. That was our very big theme in July 2023, the Plasma Light Tribe calls. If you haven't watched those calls and you're a member of the Light Tribe, go watch all the July calls about trust your light. Join my online community. By all means, it's on my website, kerrykay.com. Trust your light, because then you never need to fear the darkness. There's an entity clearing, it's call number 106, that again is on my live call library in the members area for the online community. And that I literally say these words. I literally say these words in the entity clearing. I say, guys, darkness. We're all so scared of darkness, but darkness schmarkness. Darkness schmarkness. Let's stop making darkness the big god, the big scary enemy, when our focus should be on understanding our bigness, our power, our divinity, and our light. God, I hope this message came home for you guys. I really, really hope that this supports you and that you can share it with your friends so that we as a spiritual community can free ourselves, not just from the indoctrination and the fear of the New Age movement, but also from the fear that now exists that's almost replacing the New Age movement, of people within the spiritual community labeling everything as bad and everything as negative. It's only bad and it's only negative when you approach it unconsciously. Approach anything with consciousness and you bring your light to it, because that's your power. We're not here to avoid the bad things. We're here to alchemize, transform, and transcend. God, please remember your purpose. Please remember your power. My name's Kerry Kay. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all from my heart all the way into yours. I do hope that you feel it. Lots of love, everyone. Bye-bye for now.